Hey guys, beautiful morning. Today we're going to talk about chainsaws and what chainsaw do you need to cut wood. They all cut wood. You can get the smallest saw to the biggest saw, but what do you need for your wood cutting? I'll show you what I use. So here's some of the saws I use. This is a 562. This is a light, fast little saw. Works amazing, but they had issues with bearings and seals. I did this one once and I have another one. One of them I did twice and one I did once. This is the newer one I have. This is the newest. And this here is a complete step up. This is a 385, so this is 85cc. This is a 60cc roughly, 60cc. And we're going to also go by weight to see what the weight does. So this is around a 2001 model. This is like a 2019 model. And then we also have this. This is a killer, this one. This is an old bush saw. It's an 81cc, but it's a ripper. I couldn't even tell you what year that is. So that's an 80cc saw. And this is like a Chinese knockoff, but this is a what they call a 372. This is 70cc. I rebuilt this one once because the piston went. I think there was a seal gone on this side. And here we have another 562. And we're going to weigh them to see weight comparison, just so we have an idea. Okay. This is my refrigeration scale, but it'll be good for the test. I believe this is the lightest saw, so we'll see what it weighs. It should be heavy enough still, though, if we can get it on properly. So with bar and gas, 18 pounds, 3 ounces. And this is the 85cc saw. This one's pretty light too, actually. This one's 21 pounds, 9 ounces. So that's a couple of pounds more. Let's see. Oh, that mine was going to be a lot heavier. Here's the old 81. Oh, it's only 21. 20 pounds, 12 ounces. So pretty comparable to the 85. And let's go with this one here. What do we got? This one feels heavy. They all feel heavy. I'm just getting old. So same thing. They're all pretty comparable. 20 pounds, 4 ounces. But how do they cut? We got some wood. We can put it to the test. Okay. Start off with this 562 XPG. This is the smaller of the bunch. There's a primer here. You primer it. Goes hard. Like most chainsaws, choke. Pull till you hear a blip. This saw is what they call auto-tune, so it tunes itself. Do a couple cuts. That's a nice little saw, except I said they had issues with the bearing and seals. Now we'll go up one size bigger. We'll get to 72. This is a 72cc saw. I weighed them, so they're all weight comparisons the same. I did rebuild this one once. I had to change the seal. So choke on. This is not auto tune. You have to adjust them. So about 4 pulls depending. and they're not hard to pull. They have a decompression, but I never use them. This one's just really rich, so it's a little bit fast. Now we'll go bigger again. Now, this is a 80 cc, roughly, but this is quite a bit older. This saw's been used by lots in the bush. It's an old bush saw. It's gone to war and came back. So, and it had a spark problem, so you might hear a bit of a pop, 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 but it's still, for an old saw, it's got tons of power. Same thing, choke, and we pull. Obviously it needs a tuning, it needs more work, but just from what you could see, it pulls pretty good. It pulls pretty good. Now we'll go to the biggest one we got. Okay, now we have the biggest one that I have. They make bigger, but that's the biggest one I got. Same thing, choke on, 3 or 4 pulls, all it should take. try to look on the footage, see if I can get some sort of a timeline. But I can feel this is quite a bit faster. But that little 62, it's a puller. It's a good little saw for wood. So now we're gonna buck some wood. Now let's see these in real action. 62. I like it for cutting firewood. It's good. Gas. Let's go to a bigger one now. And that's another factor. Bigger saw, use more gas. So you gotta weigh out what you want, what you need. I can go get a little still this big and we can cut the same wood. Not going to cut the same, but it'll still cut wood. Really see there how much faster the 85 is compared to the 62. Big difference. I can feel it, I can see it. Get the 72 out. Okay, like I said, this one is set really rich, so it's getting a lot of fuel. That's why you hear a little bit of a ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. It's not lean, I just rebuilt it. have it, guys. Biggest, smaller. They're still not small. That's a 85, 72, 81, and a 62. My preference is this for the power and speed. This one really cuts good, but for the lightweight, this one. But you can feel the difference between this and this for sure. But if you want a good light little wood saw, I know these are getting a lot of crap for the bearings and seals, but I've used them in the past and they work good. But just keep a tight chain, keep a sharp chain. Don't over tighten it. You don't want to put extra stress on the bearings. Use some good oil, good gas. And like these chainsaws, some of them are 20, 25 years old. They should last you a lifetime. When you buy a chainsaw, it should last you a lifetime if you take care of it. So that's just a little my info. You guys do whatever you like. Okay guys, take care. Like and subscribe if you liked the video. Thank you.